Hi everyone, Joe here. So in today's quick video, we're going to see how to create your first simulation in RoboDK in just a few minutes. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so first thing first, we're going to go into the library to open our first robot. So click on that icon here. It should open this window. You're going to have access to robots, external axes, tools, objects, examples, and even add-ins. For this example, we're going to start with the robot. So I'm going to take RoboDK robot to stay generic. So let's open this. Simply click open and automatically the robot should be in the cell here. If you hold the Alt key, those icons will show. This will allow you to move the robot in real time. So this is very useful to move your robot to the position you need. So for this example, we're going to do an inspection program. So let's get an inspection tool. So go back in the library here. You're going to go in tools. I know I'm going to use a Crea form here. You can use your own. You can import your own CAD and create your own tool. But for this example, we're going to take everything we have in the library. So again, simply click open. Automatically, the tool is now in on the robot, in the cell. For this example, I would also like to have the FOV of the tool. So we also have for the Crea form here, we also have the field of view. So if I click open, it's going to get attached to the robot again. And that will simply allow me to see the FOV of the camera itself. So again, if I hold the Alt key, I can move the robot like this. All right, so for this example, I'm going to open a new part here. So if I go into desktop here, this is object inspection.sld is a file that I've prepared in the past, but you can import almost any kind of file. So a step file, STL, OBJs, we support most of them, if not all. So that shouldn't be an issue. All right, so here we have our object. Before moving it, I like to create a reference frame. So let's create that. I click on my station, click on create frame. Okay, it appears here. I want to move it in the center or in the corner of my part. So if I click Shift M for measuring, for the measuring tool, right now I have a bunch of different options to select the surfaces. I'm going to select the corner here. All right, I'm going to copy this value. I'm going to double click on my frame I just created, and I'm going to paste it. What it does is I just put the frame on the corner here. I can rotate it like this. Let's make it on the corner. And then my object is ready to be attached to the frame. So right click on the object here and simply select the frame. So here we go. So right now, the part is now attached to the frame. So it allows me to move it like we did with the robot. So if I hold the Alt key again, I can simply move the part like this. All right. Let's change the name of the frame. So if I right click and I click rename or F2, I'm going to say object frame. This is not mandatory. It's easier to find your objects and your frame when you have multiple ones. It's a good practice. All right, so right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that my frame is active. So active reference frame. I'm going to make sure that my tool is active too. So in this case, both tools have the same TCP, so it doesn't matter, but just make sure that your tool is active. And now what you can do is program teach target on surface. So if I go here and I click on the surface like this, the robot will automatically find the best position. So here, it's always at the normal of the surface. All right, so I click done. And basically, if I select my point here, I select them all, and I click on create program here, it's going to create my program. Right now, with the position of the robot, it's possible that we have a singularity since it's not the perfect configuration. Okay, but it was all right. In the case where the part would have been, I don't know, a little bit further away, if I go further away, we're going to start seeing that those are not reachable anymore. So this is a quick way to see, and this works too if I Alt key and I move it. We can see in real time if it's reachable or not. So for this example, it worked, but in the real world, I would like to have this in an angle. It would be even easier for the robot. So let's do that. All right, and I rerun the program, and here we go. So yeah, in a few minutes, you already have a program, and also you can generate your program for your robot controller. So if you right click on your program here and click generate program as, it's going to generate your program. All right, so that was it for today. See you in the next one.